Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been such a long time, but I'm so excited to be back. In today's video, I am doing a get ready with me for this look right here, which was my wedding invite or my engagement shoot. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see how I got it, then please keep on watching. I already did my skincare off camera, and then the first thing I did was my brows. I used my Kabrow by Benefit in the shade number 5. Then I went in to prime my skin using my Kiki Beauty Primer. This primer minimizes the appearance of pores, smooths out my skin, and just gives me a very hydrated base, which is what I look for because I actually have dry skin. Then just around my nose and my T-zone, I used my Baby Skin Primer by Maybelline. This is just to enhance the smoothness of my skin. The next step I did was to color correct, and first I went in with my Eye Corrector under Eye Corrector. I just put a few dots under my eye and I blended that out with my fingers. Then for the rest of my skin, wherever I had any pigmentation or post-acne scarring, I just used the corrector on those areas and blended that out with my fingers, making sure to not blend it out too much. On the highest part of my cheekbones, the center of my nose, and anywhere that I wanted to highlight, I use this Wet n Wild liquid highlighter. I blended that out with a damp beauty sponge, but once again making sure that it's not well blended because I still want it to come through under the foundation. Then I went in with my Nyx Foundation Palette. Now I'm so sad that Nyx has left the country because I love this palette and I use it quite often on my clients and on myself. It gives you a very dewy look and it's so pretty on the skin. So I used my correct shade on my face as my foundation, and I just blended that out using my Real Techniques buffing brush. To contour, I'm using a shade that's about 2 tones darker than my skin or my foundation shade, and I'm contouring my cheekbones, my forehead, my jawline, and the sides of my nose. To conceal and brighten my under eye areas, I am using my NYX concealer. Now this is a lighter shade. As you can see, I use very little bit under my eye area and on the center of my face. I also went in with a setting spray before I blended this out. So this step will ensure that my makeup lasts even longer and that there's no cakiness under my eyes. To set my under eyes and wherever I concealed, I'm using my Yardley translucent powder. I absolutely love this powder because it does not leave a white cast on my face and it doesn't dry out my skin, but it does set my under eye so it doesn't crease. Then I go in with my P. Louise eyeshadow base to prep and prime my eyelid. Okay, before we continue with this video, I just want to let you know that my original idea for my wedding invite was supposed to be in black and white. So the makeup I'm doing was supposed to translate in black and white, if you get what I'm saying. So for my eyes, I'm using this beautiful palette by Tarte. It's the Tarte Tartelette palette. And then I'm using the chocolate brown shade as my transition shade using my MAC 224 brush. I'm just blending in circular motions and windscreen wiper motions to make sure that it's very seamless. Then I'm going in with this darker shade on the outer corner of my eye using the same brush. So basically, I take a little bit of the shade, I pack it on, and then I blend it out. I even blend it into my crease. Then I'll go into the shade again and take a little bit more, and I'll pack it on, blend it out. I do that a few times until I am happy with the color payout. I also use that darker shade on my lower lash line. The next step I did was going in to cut my crease, and I'm doing a half cut crease for this look. I'm then going in with my BH Cosmetics, it's my Ray Ray palette, and I am using this on the area where I cut my crease. I'm using a beautiful shimmer gold, but like a bronzy gold, not a yellow gold or anything like that. I absolutely love the shimmers in this palette. I even love the mattes. It's very pigmented and pretty. I then just went in with my blending brush, making sure that there's no harsh lines. Off camera, I did a wing liner, and then I'm just using a black eye pencil to line my waterline. To finish off my eye look, I'm using my Line Spring Wispy Lashes, and then going back into my skin, I'm using my all-time favorite highlighter. This is the MAC Soft and Gentle, and I'm highlighting my cheekbones, my nose, my forehead, and my Cupid's bow. And then to set my cream contour, I'm using my Hoola bronzer and my G31 contour brush by Switch Beauty. I'm placing this bronzer on my cheekbones, my jawline, the sides of my forehead, and on the sides of my nose. For blush, I'm using this Wet n Wild blush. It's a beautiful pink, and I'm just placing it on the apples of my cheeks to give me a very healthy look. I love the way this blush looks on my skin. Then to set everything in place and make sure that all my powders just melt into my skin, I'm using my Kiki Beauty Rose Dew Setting Spray. For my lips, I'm lining it with a beautiful red lip liner. I'm not too sure which brand this is, but I will leave it in the description box. And then I go in with my MAC lipstick. I think the name is D for Dangerous. Once again, I'll put that in the description box. I completely forgot what it is. And that is it, you guys. My makeup look is done. For my hair, I curled it prior, pinned it up, and then I just opened it. As you can see, I flipped it upside down and I sprayed a whole lot of hairspray so that it stays in place. I actually styled my hair on my own. My sister was not available this day, which was very scary for me, but I was happy with the way my hair looked. She's normally doing my hair for all my special occasions. Then I slipped into my dress. This is such a beautiful dress by YDE. I love the back, and it has such a pretty slit down the leg as well. So that is it for my video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining, and until we meet again, bye.